So now, as you can see, this is what we want to achieve. The good afternoon, and as you have noticed, I'm wearing the same clothes in the morning, so that means this is the same day when I'm doing this recording. So for this lunch, I'm making a steamed dim sum dish. Actually, this dish is very famous in Cebu, so normally I always have this with my friends. Okay, so this is very delicious. Okay, so today I'm gonna show you on how I'll make my steamed dim sum dish. So for this recipe, we will be needing, of course, cut cubes of pork. This is about 300 grams. But if you don't want to eat pork, then you can replace this with chicken pieces. And I'm gonna have also as well the shrimp. First, we have to marinate the meat. So please keep on watching. So for the marination, we require a liquid seasoning. Okay, we just have to dump it here. Okay, this is about like 1 tablespoon of it. I like this liquid seasoning, this one. I always use this for marination. And of course, a 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. And then just give a good mix. You can put 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then just give a good mix. It should be well combined. And then we have to set aside this for 30 minutes. And then after this, we can put our cornflour. So only after 30 minutes. While we are waiting for our pork to be ready, we are setting it aside for marination. So now we have to prepare our rice. I have boiled this rice. This is cooked rice. Now we have to make kind of fried rice. We have to fry our rice. So now we have a wok here. We just have to put little of olive oil, just like about 1 tablespoon. Okay, so our rice won't get stick on the pan. So I have here a wok with olive oil, 1 teaspoon of olive oil. So when we put our rice, it doesn't stick on the pan. So now this is heated up. We have to put our rice. I'm putting it all. So we just have to give a good mix. And then on this, we have to put our oyster sauce. You just have to put oyster sauce. This is about like 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce. And then give a good mix. You can also use soy sauce to mix with the rice, but I prefer the oyster sauce because it has a very nice taste compared to the soy sauce. So you just have to give a good mix. And you don't have to add any salt in this, okay? Because oyster sauce Oyster sauce has a content of salt. Even if you're using soy sauce, you don't need also a salt on that. Just have to do the good mix. So as you can see, our rice, it really gives a nice color. So this is done. We didn't need to cook it for so long because this is already cooked rice. So this is perfect. This is finished. Now we have to cover this and set aside. And now we have to go back to our pork marination. This is perfect now. What we'll do in this, we have to coat this with cornflour. So we have to put some around 1 tablespoon of cornflour would be sufficient for the 300 grams of pork. So we have to give this a good mix again. So as you can see, it's kind of sticking to each other. It is intended to be like this because we have mixed the flour. So now after this, we have to fry our pork pieces. So I have here, we have to put oil. Wait until it gets heated up before we'll put our meat. So now this is okay. Now we have to dump our pork inside piece one by one. And let it cook until golden brown. So now, as you can see, it's already brown. Now this is the time that we can remove from the pan. And then we have the strainer here. We have to use strainer so the excess oil, to drain the excess oil. And now we can put our second batch. Second and last batch. So let's just wait until it gets golden brown. So now this is also done. You have to switch off and just remove this from the pan. So this is how it looks like should be when you fry your pork. Brown, it's become brown. And now we have to make the gravy. First, we just heated this up before we put our oil, but we're using the same oil which we have fried our pork. So it will really gives very nice smells and taste to our gravy. So now this is heated up. Now we can put our oil. Just about 2 tablespoons, that's enough. And on this, we can dump our onion. Until it gets translucent. And now we can put our garlic. And just saute for just few seconds because garlic It just doesn't take time to cook, and we don't want to burn our garlic as well. Otherwise, our gravy become bitter. Now this is okay. Now we can put our star anise, 3 of this, and peppercorn. And just have to saute for a few seconds. And now we have to put our fish sauce. It's just about 2 tablespoons. And soy sauce. Just 1 cup of soy sauce. No, 1/4 cup, sorry. 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Just dump it. And we put the brown sugar. 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. Okay. And then now we can put our water. For me, for water, I'm gonna put 1.5 liters of water. First, let's just get this boiled first. We just have to cover this and simmer. So now this is boiling. Now we have to put our pork inside. And let this boil for 15 minutes. Simmer for 15 minutes. So now on this stage we have to add our green peas. This is the frozen one I had. So this is about 1 cup of green peas. I add it on. And now we can now add also our shrimp. This is the marinated shrimp with liquid seasoning. So we have to add it on also here. Then again, we have to cook this for another 10 minutes. Now let's check. Oh, this is perfect now. Now this time we can add our sesame oil. The reason why I'm adding it at the end, because sesame oil is just easily get burned. They are sensitive oils. So I am adding 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, so it will really give a nice smells and flavor to the dish. So now this is now okay. Now I have here, this is 1.5 tablespoon of cornstarch. I have diluted in water. So now we can dump it in and just keep on stirring until the sauce gets become thick. And then this, guys, I haven't added any salt, okay, because I have marinated my pork, I have marinated as well my shrimp, and then there's soy sauce, and during marination I have added a dash of salt, so it doesn't really require more salt when making the gravy. That is perfect because the fish sauce also has a content of salt, so we don't need so much salt on our dish. So we just keep stirring this until the sauce gets thickened. As you can see, it's nice, isn't it? This is the steamed Dimsum Rice dish, which is famous from Cebu. So guys, this is okay now. It's taken the sauce and it's so perfect and it smells so good. So I'm begging you guys, try this recipe. It's very delicious. I will share with you the full recipe. Just check on my description box. You can see there. So this is perfect. Now we can do our plating. So as you can see, this is how it should looks like. Now we do the plating. So this is the rice we have cooked earlier with oyster sauce. Just have to put it there. And then we can put our gravy inside. This is how it looks like. So looking delicious. And then if you want some spices, because this is not spicy, so I have made this few days back, this chili garlic sauce. You can put this on the top, so there will be some spices. So now I really love the smell of the sesame seeds, sesame oil, sorry. And you have to eat like this. Very nice. I really achieved the same taste what in Cebu. This is the origin of from Cebu. Same taste. I hope, guys, I hope you have learned something from it today, a new recipe that I could able to share with you. So I hope you'll try it out. I promise with you guys, you won't regret it. It's very delicious. So I'll see you to my next one, guys. And by the way, for the full recipe, you can check on my description box. So I'll see you to my next one. Bye!
Please like,